Beautiful people, we are back on Colors and Covers. We're about to get started in just a second. We're going to have the artists come up and introduce themselves, and then we'll get started. All of you beautiful people, we are back on Colors and Covers, and we're going to get started in just a minute. We're going to have the artists come up and introduce themselves, and then we'll start. Y'all can check it out.
Hello, lovelies. Peace to all y'all. My name is Chloe. I'm from Tisha. From We All Are. I'm the owner and creator of We All Are. As y'all can see right here. So y'all can find me at weare.art for 2 days on Instagram and TikTok as well. For all your special spiritual needs. No love was the later.
Okay, so my name, I don't know which one of these I need.
Both of them are
both at the same time. My name is Adrian Tripp, and you can follow me on Instagram at ADREANNE Tripp with 2 P's. So Adrian Tripp. I play guitar, I sing, I do my thing, and we about to vibe out today. So hello. My name is Lola.Forever. I do poetry about mental health, past traumas, my healing journey, and basically anything you're going through, you can most definitely relate. And I am transparent AF. So again, follow me on Instagram, Lola.4ever, and come by and be transparent AF with us.
She don't believe in shooting stars, but she believes in shoes and cars. What stars in the new apartment? Who tours in the store's apartments? You more like a star shit. I'm over the trips to Florida, order the hors d'oeuvres, using the water straight from a page of your favorite author. And the weather's so breezy, man, why can't life always be this easy? She in the mirror dancing so sleazy. I get a call like, where are you, easy? And try to hit you with the old rocky, till I get flashed by the paparazzi. Hey, these niggas got me. I hate these niggas more than all I know is the show. But I got all got to take this far. What do I know? I know it's been a while since we all got I know
Why do you smell so good when you still
hug. If I got locked up, it's still a quarter century. Cause I count on you to be there to support me mentally. If I was back to the hoopy from my bed, hoops disappeared. Like some of my friends, if I was sitting, I was hurt, but you be by my side. If it was time to put it up, you be down the ride. I doubt it. Should've dropped. I'm asking questions to find out how you feel inside. The Frames happens, I flip burgers and Burger King. Would you be the same? Tell your friends you feel me. And the best if I use my soul, if you like that. If I lose your love, look, you right back. While we can have a little trick, you know a nightcap. You use me, like, I know you like that. Love you from the town and town.
Oh, there you go.
I wanted to peek at something real quick. What's your?
You wanted to see what?
I want to see.
So they can go to my Instagram and click on the link to like my website and then color the covers and they'll see the brand.
Is there a way that I can do that?
So it's YouTube / at Bella _ as in my Instagram.
Oh, I'm gonna put it in, or I put it in the comments. I was gonna say it. Put it in the comments. Like that. Like that. I use Instagram. I don't even know how to use it live.
Go to azulbella.com, AZLBELLOA.com, and you can color the covers and you'll find it.
Oh, how do I finish? That's a bit.
I forgot this is online, but I'm over here again. Slow down. I just wanna get to know you, but don't wanna around.
It's so thorough. Flowers for you. You get me. To be water like this conversation. You get me. I'm all the truth shine like the sun. You be to enjoy you. So slow down. I just wanna get to know you. Don't turn around. 'Cause every little thing was good to me. Slow down. See things so lovely. Turn around and let's see if you feel me. Slow down.
Hola, beautiful people. This is Colors and Covers. We are back here at the market. Please make sure you check out and follow our featured artists. So today we have these beautiful ladies. Ladies, can you introduce yourselves, please?
Hello, I am Lola, Instagram lola.forever, and I do poetry.
What's up? My name is Adrian. I'm Adrian Tripp on Instagram, and that is spelled. I'm trying to stop my live, but I don't know how, so just forgive me on that. That's spelled Adreanne Tripp with two P's. If you ain't get that, roll the video back or just holler at the crowd. Oh, I'm supposed to say that whatever. Okay, y'all will
Y'all
find
can
out.
see the
Y'all will find out.
Fine.
Peace, everyone. I'm Tisha, or y'all can call me Glow. I'm the owner and creator of We Are Art. Y'all can follow me on TikTok and Instagram at weare.art with two T's. weare.art with two T's.
Make sure you guys follow them. You guys, before we get anything started, make sure you check out Iconic Eatery Ice Cream. Wait, I said that wrong. Eatery Ice Cream Bar. And M's Market. They're definitely amazing, so make sure you come check them out. If you are here, make sure you order some food, get some drinks, chill out, have some fun. But we're gonna get it started. Lola, can you give me a vibe, please?
Yes, it will kind of be a sad vibe, but it's a vibe nonetheless. So my favorite poet is Rupi Kaur, and I dig her so much because she writes about her traumas as a child. She deals with depression, which I do as well. Her thoughts with suicide and her growth. So I'm going to read two poems that inspired me from her. Maybe I walked out of the womb with it. Is it possible to be born with such a melancholy spirit? Maybe it met me at the airport, slid into my passport, and remained with me. Long after we landed in a country that did not warn us. Maybe it was on my father's face when he met us in baggage claim, and I had no idea who he was. Maybe the rapist left it behind, or was it that criminal I called a boyfriend? Maybe he beat it into me. Maybe I met the one and lost him. Maybe it was the love of my life's parting gift, or maybe it was all of those things at once, where the depression came from. Thank you, thank you. And then the next one I love because she also talks about how she grows from it and what helps her, deal with her mental health and just makes her a better person altogether. List of things to heal your mood. 1. Cry it out, walk it, write it, scream it, dance it out of your body. 2. If after all that you are still spiraling out of control, ask yourself if sinking into the mud is worth it. Most of the time, it's usually not. 3. The answer is no. 4. The answer is breathe. 5. Sip tea and feel your nervous system settle. 6. You are the hero of your life. 7. This feeling doesn't have power over you. 8. The universe has prepared you to handle this. 9. No matter how dark it gets, the light is always on its way. 10. You are the light, which I feel sometimes we all forget from time to time. And lastly, walk yourself back to where the love lives.
Okay, really quick. Tell me why you picked those to be first. Why you picked this poet to be the one in the cover?
Because I resonate with her so much. I definitely deal with depression, my suicidal ideation, and I finally became friends with my demon.
And now I can finally just share my story with everyone and help them like she's helped me. Everything that she's been through, unfortunately, I can definitely relate to it, but I also relate to the things that helped her because I'm currently doing that with myself.
Awesome, that's great. I love that. I love that you covered. All right, Boo, give us a vibe, please. What are you gonna do for us today?
Well, the first cover that I'm gonna do is based on something that just recently happened between me and my ex. So I don't know if anybody who remembers the last interview that we did, but I was like, we may or may not still be in communication. Why is always not like that?
You squeezing the button?
Oh, I was see, it was me. User error. Okay.
Try to hold it up.
I'm gonna hold it down here. So, or actually, like right here, because it's slow. But yeah, I said we may or may not be in communication. We were, and I probably shouldn't have been because
Yes.
now I'm all sad and shit. I can't help it. I got feelings, so I'm hella passionate. Like over, I don't know. I don't think it's overly passionate, but people always tell me, and that's toxic as fuck.
Okay, well, let me tell you this, okay? This is some great advice. For the rest of your life, just enjoy every single moment. Don't worry about how you feel later on. Don't worry about, like, any other feeling. Just be in your moment. If that's what's making you happy right then and there, that's what's making you happy.
Yeah.
But you will learn when you are ready to learn that that's toxic. So,
If I ever
no, you will, girl. Stop saying that. So you could. We need more. No.
if he get it together.
No, he's already toxic. That's not going back.
Okay. I'll be forgetting my word though. But anyway, this is the song. Heartbreak Anniversary by Gideon. Okay, Lord. You got me? Oh shit. Yes, they look lifeless like me. I miss you on your side of the bed. Still got your things here, and they stare at me like souvenirs. Don't wanna let you out my head. The day that I met you, the day I thought forever, said that you love me, but now that's never. It's cold outside, like when you walk out my life. Why you walk out my life? 'Cause I think about it every night. On these days I feel like heartbreak anniversary. 'Cause I remember every time. On these days I feel like heartbreak anniversary. Do you ever think of me? Heartbreak anniversary. Thank you.
Thank you for that.
Should I do something?
Yes. So you picked that one because of him specifically, and like your current mood, or
My current mood. I came in here. It's funny, actually. I came in here and I talked to the dude. I didn't catch his name, but the dude in the back made the food. Otis. made a comment to him, and I was like, something about, damn, I'm broke or some shit, cause like, whatever. And he was like, you ain't broke, you never broke. Change, we need to raise that vibration. And I'm like, you know what? That's a real king right there. So yeah, shout out to Otis.
Shout out.
But yeah, that's my vibe right now, so we gonna raise it.
Yes. Okay, so what else? What other vibe you want to give us?
Heck, I really want to practice this once. Let me see if I can do this real quick. Just give me like a couple seconds to read.
So in the meantime, how are you feeling, Lola? How you feeling, Flo?
I'm feeling pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm excited for tonight.
Yes. I'm excited for you guys. Honestly, I'm so inspired by your artistry, all of y'all. So I'm happy you guys are here with us. Lo, how you feeling?
Thank you for having me. First of all, I just want to say thank you. I'm feeling good. Actually, I'm feeling good.
Y'all not cold? Really? It's 40 something degrees outside, y'all.
Oh, it's cold outside, but it feels good in here.
Okay. Lo, tell us what you're painting right now. Tell us a little bit about your painting.
Okay, well, overall, this is a painting that actually has been procrastinated for about like 2 months, this month. But it's a definition of me just awakening myself actually, seeing who I truly am.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some people can get different messages from it. Yeah, it's
I
pretty
love
much.
it. I love it. It's awesome. So you said you might finish it with us tonight? With us tonight?
I hope so. I hope so. I'm excited. Ready?
All right, y'all.
Okay, so this song that I'm gonna do is called Brain Cells by Chance the Rapper. It is a cover, and it's a song that I wrote. It was one of the first songs that I wrote after not writing or doing music at all for a while because I had literally been depressed. I know I was supposed to raise the vibration of energy, but we'll do that in the next group. But yeah, this song is Brain Cells. It's a cover. So, I'll turn it down. Y'all can hear that? Yes. Okay. Here's a bit of rapping for your ears. No practice suits from pterodactyl with the years of experience. I've been dealing with these battles between my ears. So it's been difficult for me to share this with my peers. But I'm peering out from the underground rock cave, I'm coming here to remind you that I'm here. And I've been crying all these tears, cause I've been standing still while the world shifted gears. I'm watching dance on Black Friday. Depression from depression, man. I know it ain't cool, but it's my truth that I'm stepping in. Respect me or rest in bed. I got some friends that don't mind getting interested, even though it's been a minute since outside of the showers, my residence. I had to move away, we did takes precedence, but they just a click away, straight for the AK. Let me know if you want to test me. I burnt too many brain cells down, to be worried about my brain cells now. Too many brain cells down, to be worried about my brain cells now. Too many brain cells down, to be worried about my brain cells now. Too many brain cells down, 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 down.
No.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Can you say no? No. I like it. I like it. Thank you so much for that vibe. So tell me about that song.
Well, one, I only practiced that song one time. It was last night. I'm honestly, like when I tell y'all, I've been like damn near depressed for the past, week and a half now. I haven't been doing literally nothing. I haven't even been picking this guitar up, and that's the worst feeling in the world. And so that's kind of the space that I came out of when I wrote that, the words there to that cover. When I said, I'm coming out of this cave that I've been in. I just want to remind y'all that I'm still here, I'm still alive, I'm still living. Because I went on social media, I went black. for a while. It was like years that I wasn't really posting or doing nothing. And so I wrote that to let everybody know that I'm still here. I have been struggling mentally, and that's kind of why I like talking about mental health, because I go through that shit and I know how real it gets. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's
So thank you so much for that. So I want to get to know you ladies a little bit more. So can you please get to know you a little bit? Flo, can you join them over there? Y'all can spread out a little bit. You don't have to be all excited.
I like things. Okay. Get it right. Get it right. Get it tight. I'm a little ignorant, I'm sorry. I'm from Chi-Town.
Have some drinks.
I actually have it. Believe it or not, it's just like
That's just her. Alright, so first I want to know, are you guys from Texas? Well, obviously you're not. So
I don't know if you ever see that. Southside.
the South Side.
I'm from New Orleans, if y'all know.
Well, we can hear.
Exactly. I'm from New Orleans, from the South, in the Seminole Pacific.
I am from Louisiana, Leon, Louisiana, and I moved to Texas like around middle school, and been here ever since.
Okay, well, you guys are young, so can I name your own ages? I know it's not a common thing, but y'all are fun as hell, so can I hear you? Okay, let's start with you.
28. I'm 25, well, 24 going on 25, so I guess I'm speaking of in existence.
Yeah.
I am 29.
Y'all look so
What?
good.
Yeah.
I'll be there. Y'all babies. I already knew, but I wanted everybody to be like, whoa, look at this. So shout out to y'all for looking so damn good. The world hasn't treated you so bad, so I'm happy for that. I'm sorry, the universe is giving y'all good vibes. Okay, so ladies, first question, how do y'all feel about, really, have you guys performed in your states where you're from? Your hometown, maybe, have you guys done anything, been part of an event or anything like that, like there, compared to Texas? Tell me about that experience, if you have.
I actually thought that I would, but things weren't working out like I thought that they would, so not yet, but it's coming.
Facts.
I could say I have not ever like performed in New Orleans, but I would love to. A lot of people and a lot of my family tell me always, like it's out there back home, you should really come out back home, you know, and I really want to. I just want to feel the vibe, you know, everywhere else as well. I love traveling, so. But I most definitely will come to New Orleans. Y'all be watching our 504. Y'all be watching out. Because we all are coming. We coming. That's it.
I have not. I actually barely started doing open mics and performances this past August. So this is still kind of,
She's a newbie, you know.
yeah, still fresh. I love that.
Fresh little baby.
I couldn't tell by the phone.
Right, yeah.
New weird.
Alright, so if you could perform or do, well, just performing because you're Canadian and you're performing arts. If you guys could perform anywhere in the world, where would you be right now?
Barcelona. Actually, I was more fluent back in the day when I used to practice it more, but none of my friends speak Spanish, so it's just.
It's in Spanish.
Oh,
She answered mine with her own question. Thank you. I didn't answer for me.
but yeah.
Okay.
And in Chicago too.
Love a question.
I guess I could say I really want to go to Ghana, if I'm pronouncing it right. I really want to go there.
To where?
Ghana?
Gaia. Oh.
Yeah.
Gaia or Ghana?
Yeah. Ghana?
Yeah. Ghana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically
Ghana.
Africa. I just want to go all over.
Yes.
I'm thinking about it for a few. I mean, I love traveling, so I can't necessarily just pinpoint like one
One
place.
spot.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's open-minded.
Yes. Okay, that part.
So So I haven't been out of the country or anything, but I do plan on moving to Colorado this year and hoping to continue open mics there and just continue to be transparent.
Yeah.
With everyone.
Oh my God, well, as soon as you move and lock something down, we're coming.
Yes, please visit me.
We'll pull up. You just went to Austin to see us, so we will definitely pull up on you, okay? I'm serious. Yes, correct. That's right. Because we would love to do other shows just like this, and other kind of events that we already host here in the Metroplex in other states. So all of those together come out to somewhere else, so we'll do a lot. Alrighty, so tell me about your artistry a little bit. Like, what's the thing that makes you stay passionate with your artistry? What makes you want to be like, I could do this? I could do this.
It's the only thing that keeps me literally alive. Feel free to laugh, but I've gone through, like I said, depression and all that shit. So it was like my music, my songs started out as like a diary, and then I condensed it down into little journal entries, and then I turned those into poems, and then just put a beat behind it. And that's my songs. Like, it's literally just me talking about my life and the stuff that I'm going through. I realized I got a kid in here, the cursive. But, sorry. But, yeah, it's the only thing that's literally kept me alive. I talk about occasionally, thoughts that I've had about not really wanting to be here. And I don't even consider it like suicidal thoughts in the sense where I never wanted to kill myself. I just didn't like this life that I was living. And I knew that there had to be a way to get a different life than what I was living. So I wasn't like that, but yeah. And music helps me get that life that I want.
Okay, awesome. I love that.
I could say my family, of course, inspired me. Like, so many artists in my family, and I didn't realize it. It really started from like modeling, and that's how I got into more of my artistry, and fashion, of course, and I could say pretty much like Black women, women of color, and Black women, y'all inspire me so much. That is who inspired me. I'm looking at Black women every day, and I'm talking about models from my Dallas, blogs, even all over, does not matter. Black women inspires you living your life. Like, you gotta realize so much. Women, period, complain. Let me correct myself. Women overall, yeah.
I feel like a lot of us inspire each other in just different ways, and I don't think that a lot of women that are actually involved in each other. Us we see each other at events, we are more involved with each other. I don't think that when we're in the present moment, we're that catty type of attitude that is portrayed on Instagram or on social media and stuff like that. So I really feel like it's more inspiring, to be honest, than anything else, because it is more like, oh wow, you really came with something new and stuff like that. It's not ever hate, it's never that.
High school.
Yes, it's not that with us. So I really like that because I feel
Women in unity, when I see you doing what you're doing, it inspires me really, right?
let me get
Literally, both of y'all inspire me. Everyone here inspires me really, so that's it.
I'm sorry, I can't say it. We're gonna get into it. Lola.
So what's funny about myself is I actually try to avoid my poems. I feel like once I write them, that's how I feel in that moment. And I don't mind sharing them. It's just every time I read them, and the ones I'm going to share with you guys today, I just want to hug that version of myself and what she went through. But what inspires me is I'm currently trying to work on a brand geared towards mental health, since I'm all about that. And I want people to know that it's okay to be vulnerable, it's okay to tell your story, it's okay to have emotions, it's okay to cry. It's okay to just be you. And that will just forever be my purpose. Because it's something that I was so ashamed of. It was something I wasn't used to. And, I felt weak for crying and just having emotions in general. And now that I'm at a good place mentally with myself, it's like my story is my own inspiration. I'm here, and I did not think I would be here. So,
Yeah, so our feelings are so tricky, man. Just remember that you are not your feelings. You're Lola. You just have them. You just have feelings. Like anytime because I know I've been like this weekend. Especially when we have shows. Like I was just telling people this weekend, I had to do a lot of stuff this past week, and it was so draining, y'all. No lie. Friday and Sunday, absolutely nothing. I was in my bed literally all day. I was so drained from being around people and stuff, but like, it's just your feelings. You're not that. I'm so great. I'm so cute and all busted, like, it's just what we go through, but we good. I'm pretty sure you wrote about my poem. Although give me kind of feeling. I'm pretty sure you wrote a bomb ass song. I'm pretty sure you painted a bomb ass scene. So that's amazing out of it. So okay, so tell me what is the thing that kind of makes you feel like I don't want to do this anymore. This is so like hard.
Like music or
in your artistry. Yeah. So you just tell me about the thing that you love. Like what it makes you want to stay in this for like ever. But now tell me what the thing that you're like, man, this is going to be hard. This is the thing that makes me sometimes be like,
honestly, at first it was my social anxiety and trying to get back out there and thinking about all the people's spaces that I have to be in front of and the potential judgment is what stops that, I would say. But now I've overcome that. I'm sitting here, so. But now it's more like just thinking about having to make it into a business if I wanted to be successful. That's really what always makes me say, you know what, if this, like that's gonna be a thing to get over, or I could just get a business manager.
I think we talked about that. All artists need a manager. We don't want to talk to nobody. We want y'all to talk to the people for us.
When I tell you that spot on what you said, nervousness, like that frustrates me because I do have a nervous problem. Like right now, I'm a little shaky. Like, you want a drink? You want a drink? I'm good, right? What I need is,
Okay. Yeah.
But just overall, But just overall, I can say like some anxiety sometimes. I am very much a procrastinator and a perfectionist. So as an artist, that's why I was like, I'm gonna switch off. That there was like 2 months. That was supposed to be been done.
Okay, yeah. Okay, that is coming back. We're gonna come back to that question because I got some more. Ola?
So definitely the same as everything they said. Anxiety. Sometimes I go through phases where I have super bad social anxiety and I just want to be in my own home. I go in hibernation and just literally cut everyone off. I do still have my depressive episodes, but I know how to come out of it a lot better than I used to. But when I am in those depressive episodes, it's just really bad.
Yeah, I think that's all artists. So last week, I think I mentioned that I had just seen this thing that said that before we actually do an artist, like a piece, regardless of what kind of piece you're doing, a poem, art, piece, or song, that we get the press right before and right after. So like you're getting the press beforehand because you're like experiencing the whole movie, you're like feeling everything, you're trying to make it like do what you want to do, and you're just like, all over the place, right? You don't know how to make it perfect, you don't know where to end, all that stuff. And then after you're done, you're just like, I'm finished. What do I do now? Like, I did it already. What's next? Unsureness and all that stuff. So y'all don't get like any kind of dilution in your artistry because of that, because I know that's hard. But we're artists, you know, you're always gonna bounce back. You're always gonna be able to just like look around and get news and stuff, and or like new people. And like you said, like as you go on, you always start to just develop new skills and just like, and even not even new skills, but like your guard is down about that. What you thought that was hard before, it's not that hard anymore, and now you like, you know, inspiring new people or you help them and stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure y'all are doing way better than you think you are. For sure, for sure, for sure. I think those are really good. Okay, so I want to know if you guys can collaborate with any artists, local and famous. I'm going to do the famous part. Do the local one first and then do the famous, because I know you got to think about the famous one a little bit. But the famous person can be dead or alive. So if you could bring anybody back and be like, just have to perform with them, just have to collab with them, who would it be? You're first because you laughing.
Y'all gonna laugh when I say what I'm saying. I'm gonna say the local one first, you said, right?
Erica.
I know so many. Okay, think we're done.
Yeah, shout out to my videographer.
No, I was actually thinking of creation because we were talking shout out to creation on Instagram. Creation. Period. I hope I can
CREE8ION.
I think is it T-I? Oh no, I-O. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, should I wait to do the celebrity?
No.
The celebrity? Well, what I was gonna say was Jesus. Listen, we would make some good gospel. Okay. But see, I'm more spiritual than that. So, I mean, I still mess with Jesus, but it's a different kind of vibe.
Not just still mixed with you.
Me and Jesus, we cool, but we cool internally. I ain't gotta go to church for that. Nah, but for real though, Erica Badu, man. She a whole vibe. Erica Badu.
Everybody always says her as a local because they be trying to.
Is she local?
Girl, she stayed out.
She's from down here.
She stays out.
Well, I'm a Fonda.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull up on her too.
I'm breaking it down.
Erica. Erica.
Actually, yes. But let me tell you, Erica has a couple people have manifested certain things on Colors of Colors, and then the day or 2 days after, that person tags them. And they share whatever they're showing or whatever. So you never know. Erica?
Manifest.
Yes. Okay. What about you,
So for me, as far as local, I would actually choose my sister, Lucid.
Yeah. Shout out. You was on the show as well. We don't have that one live, but
Yes, because her poetry is so dope. But she's afraid to, perform in front of people. And I feel like she really is my twin flame, and we've helped each other out so much throughout life, and like we just share each other's lightness and darkness, and we're yin and yang.
So cute. So sweet.
And then as far as famous, I'd say Halsey. I don't know if you guys know who Halsey is. I did her. What's crazy is I used to listen to her old music, not realizing I connect so much with it. Her addictiveness to pills and drugs and her depression, her self-worth, validation from men, like everything, and now she's this boss-ass woman who found herself, and I definitely relate to that because it's like, once you know your worth and once you finally love yourself, no one can get in between that. No one can ruin that relationship with yourself. So yes.
Oh yeah, I was a big I would say for local for myself, I am Divine. Now she is not like out here currently, but she's back home time. She's not? Yeah, I know she's in Mexico right now, but most definitely like I would love to collaborate with her.
yeah, she's fine.
And I can say for celebrity.
I love how we all need them though. I love how we all need them young vocals.
I could, because I love Erica Badu. I love her. I like her like independent. Yes. It's a couple celebrities I would collaborate with. Erica Badu, the top. Like, she's the top.
Too long.
I can't think of
I aspire to have Erica on the show at least one time, not even to like, do whatever, but be here, like, that would be fine. Oh yeah, that'd be so good. All right, so we all want Erica. She's worldly.
She's the one too. That's a straight vibes. She's straight vibes.
So, okay, so tell me, ladies, what is the process for you when you're creating your artistry? What do you go through individually? Do you take a long time? Do you have a specific type of routine that you go through to be like inspired or something, or is it just like whatever muse comes to you?
Well, y'all know I be in my feelings, and I be writing about my life. So I just go off and live some life a little bit. Hopefully it ain't too depressive, but based on a lot of my songs, it is. Sometimes actually, I got some freaky stuff in there that I talk to. But not the freaky stuff. What kids say? Hold on, did they need?
They're not girl. You grown now. All you say got a bag.
No, I experience it, I go through it, and then I have the worst coping mechanisms ever. I like to drink. I do. I'm a functioning alcoholic potentially. We gonna work on it. Yes. But I'll be drunk, and then I make the music, and then I go back the next day and be like, damn, that shit sounds good. Let me curate this real quick. And put that shit. Well, I'll put it out. I'm working on that part, putting it out. But I make it. Eventually, it's gonna come out.
Okay. My process, I go on Pinterest. First thing, I go on Pinterest and stuff. Then I just may go on social media, look at other women, and sometimes like I would draw like maybe inspiration from certain things, like little detail of certain things from like photo shoots from certain women have had or celebrities or.
Lola?
What's up? Okay. My process is kind of depressing as fuck. I started my healing journey last year. No, I lied. Like 2021 is whenever I found out I could actually write poetry. Shout out to my sister from the night before. But I was extremely sad and in a horrible toxic relationship. And then I started to journal. Next thing you know, it started rhyming and flowing. And I was like, oh shit, I can rhyme. And yeah, so from then I just started thinking of a lot of events that happened in my life that I try to kind of block and ignore. And the more I started writing, the more I'm like, oh my God, I have not been dealing with my stuff. And then in May, I lived with my mother, and that's where everything started to come out. So it doesn't take me long to write a poem. Honestly, it takes me about like 10 minutes, if that. And it's kind of cool, but then sad. So then I have to take a break after writing that poem because I'm like, okay, if I keep rereading it, I'm just gonna just be sad as fuck. And I don't want to be that way. So that is my process. And I do have happy ones. I have stuff about the universe and everything, but most of the stuff I write is about past traumas, depression, suicide, just letting people know we're all the same. You're not alone.
Okay, so I totally love that you guys actually feel your energy when you guys are doing that. Tell me, do you guys channel that? Like, do you guys know how? Have you guys mastered the knowing how to just get in it and get out? Or do you like sometimes just emerge yourself? Like, let me give you an example. I don't do sad art. I don't paint when I'm sad. I don't paint when I'm angry because I don't want that anything on my art. I so don't know if I'm able to get out of that energy once I'm in my artistry. So I don't want to like linger and be depressed for like 3 months just because of one piece, So I've managed to just know when not to when to do it, right? So like, do you guys know your limits on where to stop at a piece and when to continue back again when you're like, not at that low, but you can still experience that feeling. Because you have to channel that feeling to be able to write and to be able to paint and so whatnot. So like, have you guys mastered that? Have you guys like, or are you still in the process of learning when to stop, when to continue?
Okay. Look at him because he was telling me I think I was putting feedback in.
Yeah, you have to hold the
So when I feel like I'm overwhelmed with emotion like that, I give myself a day to just feel all of it. Like I will roll my eyes out, I won't go outside, I won't even respond to messages, phone is all the way over there. And I'll do whatever the heck I want to do, whether that's playing guitar and that's like me freestyling on guitar. Sometimes I tap into this muse. I don't know how to explain it, but words come to me like I hear it, but I don't hear, like I'm not hearing voices, like I'm not schizophrenic or anything, but I mean, I hear the words coming and I start writing it out, or if it's coming faster than I can type, then I'll put a voice in my word, put on like a lo-fi beat or something, and just talk as if I'm like free doing poetry. Like, is that freestyle? Yeah. I guess that's freestyle. But that's really like, I don't hold myself to like a beat. If I'm off beat, then I'm not very like, you know what I'm saying? And that'll pull me out of whatever state that I'm actually in that moment. Like if I'm feeling depressed and I need to write about how I'm feeling, so talk about it. And then I'll be like, dang, that sounds cold. Let me see what else I can do with it. And it gets me out of that mood in a sense. So I don't know if that even answers your question.
Yeah, because if you're able to just go into it, channel it, and then just come right back out, and even if you like I said, I mean I had to take 2 days just for 2 shows. Like I literally spent 4 days, basically the day of the show, the day after, the day of the show, the day after, because this is like very draining for me specifically, Like on Thursdays, I don't do nothing on Thursdays, y'all, because the day is so much for me specifically. So it's like, but it's good if you're able to channel with it and come back out. What about you, Bob?
I can say what I do sometimes. I may come from a whole shrimp trip, and that's where it all will clear up. At. Like sometimes I would back away, or sometimes I'll just paint in frustration. Literally, it helps. It helps just with expressing myself more and expression, I guess you could say.
Do you feel like you need a big canvas for that? I feel like I would need months.
Yes.
I got crazy.
I have a huge ass canvas. I've been wondering what the hell should I do? Like I'm
Frustration.
It'll come in. It'll come in. I feel like I'm kind of like the opposite. I would literally like if I'm mad, I'm gonna paint. If I'm sad, I'm gonna paint. If I'm happy, I'm gonna paint. I'm always gonna paint.
All your emotions.
Oh yeah.
I love it.
Because I want that to show like within my art. I want people to actually feel me. What I'm going through. Like if I'm going through something at home, my people like through life. Like I want people to feel that. Because people try to make it like like, oh, it's not good to show you're sad and you're sad or mad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like to show it. Just keep it real within yourself.
Yes.
If that is the question.
Yes.
I like that you said that. I've never heard an artist paint out of frustration, and I think that's cool. That's really cool. So usually whenever I write my depressive poems, it usually follows with a bad beat poem. Because I gotta remind myself, I'm not my emotions, I'm not in my depression, I'm not any of that stuff, and I'm just a sad, bad beat. Which is what my brand is about. Because bad beat is sad too.
Tell us about that. I know she can't say me because you guys are one person and stuff, my bad. It's my fault, but look at her.
I don't know where my shirt's everything.
Okay, so tell us about your brand.
Okay, so I have actually been working on it since last summer, and I'm definitely the one that's been in my own way. Got so many ideas, and it's basically for sad, bad bees. This is for sad baddies. And the first shirt that I want to drop, it is baddie hours over sadie hours because we can't stay in those hours. Yeah. And moving forward, it's quotes that people have told me in my life that have kept me going. So I want to put those on shirts so they can help others keep going.
Love it.
But yeah.
So tell me about your brand.
I'm still developing overall. We are just overall is a community, ongoing, as always, empowering, inspiring, being caring and loving for all women. I like to say all women, but truthfully, like it all started with just not all and nothing like black women overall. Like actually seeing, which I mean from that wise is for myself with my light, when I understand my light and who I am, my worth and who I am, like realizing you're a queen, you're a goddess. I want other women to see that because I've run into so much when I tell you, I've run into so much. And everybody's just like so open with me and I feel so close, with people. So with that, that's why I like to express myself in my art so much overall. But that's what we are artists about. Specifically, I have like my clothing that's going to be coming out. I'm still procrastinating on that just because of perfectionist. A lot of perfectionist work. But another thing is jewelry and art. Now, I will have my own venue coming up very soon in April.
Oh, awesome.
Yes, thank you. I'm going to announce that now. I'm not going to give you more else info on that, but most definitely y'all will be seeing We Are Art shows actually at our own venue. So congratulations. So excited for you.
Yeah, I haven't gone to any of her events, because it's the vibe. And she be having badass artists there, like performing, their stuff, and just overall it's fun. So if you guys haven't gone, please make sure you check it out. And you do have an event coming up soon, right?
Oh yeah, March 18th, I will be having a Pickwick and Pour Central Art Show experience, and I'll be having body art models there, body painting, and specifically we'll be offering the services featuring my girl Deborah with the POOC shop. She does intentional intuitive candles, and she'll be showing like it'll go through all the whole process and super paint and cook with us and things. March 18th, and it will be in Urban. If y'all ever want to find out more information of that, you can always go on my Instagram.
Yes, make sure y'all check it out. Right? Okay. Do you have any merch or anything coming out? No. Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. You're right. My blog, I'm trying to get that back on and popping, but life.
Life be life.
Life be life, and I am the brand, baby.
All right, you guys. So this was a hard one. I'm gonna give you two hard ones. You have to think kind of fast because I don't want you to marinate on this. Okay? If you could describe your song, the one that you're coming in, the one that's playing, you're moving in your head or whatnot, which one is the song that describes you? What's your theme song? You wanna go first?
I don't know when you say this. I know my stripper theme song.
Oh, hey, let's go. Okay.
Excitement by Trippie Redd. That's all I got.
I have to look back for that. I could be okay.
I necessarily can't even think of a song at this moment. Like,
No, man. Okay, what's like your favorite? Yes, you have one. There's a song that you put in the car that you're like getting ready, you're going to this one thing, you need some like tightness, you gotta be like, the one that you don't even care, that you don't even care, that people are looking at you in the other car because you're jamming, you're like, that's it.
I guess I can say, I don't know what Don Taliban, run up a sack. I guess I can say it because I stay running up the damn sack all the time.
Okay, sir.
I guess you can say that.
I still can't think of one. I was gonna say, what's it called? Yikes. By Nicki Minaj. Yikes. I can tell you different. Yikes. you said hype, so if you get me hype, I'd be like, yeah, I keep tonight, like, you know. But I feel like that's not really my theme song, though. I'm more of like a melancholy kind of in my feelings sometimes, and then on the weekend I'll be in the clubs maybe. Not really, but you know.
The vibe is like, you know, there.
Yeah,
It's there.
it's
Yeah, I feel you. My God, your son go to sleep. So sweet, you guys. I'm ready and I'm feeling this Sophie.
No, I ain't gonna put makeup on if I ain't going nowhere. I ain't gonna lie, I'll be having no makeup most of the time.
So you've never gotten ready and not gone?
Hell no, I'll be pissed. I would curse somebody out. I would be like, really? You can't vote? No, I'm coming to your house right now. You're gonna go somewhere. I got this face on. So I can't just put the face on for nothing. Maybe I'll record like a guitar video or something for Instagram. But I'm still really
Right. I literally got in completely ready, got into the doorknob, touched it, and I'm like, baby, just lay down. But that's not when it's like just me going to a specific type of group or whatever. It's like when it's like a whole bunch of people and nobody's going to see. Because, yeah, I can't.
I wouldn't even gotten ready at that point.
No, I be like wanting to go, but then my anxiety kicks in. And then I'm like, let me just stay my ass home.
Social anxiety.
Yes. Yeah, for sure. All right, ladies. So what about a music video that you guys like love? This is your like prom. You think everything in the video is just like, man, I could watch this. Like the songs that you could replay and leave it on replay, but a video. Which one? Which is the big old school, new school? I don't really watch a lot of new school ones, but like what kind of videos? What do you think this is about?
See, when you say old school, it's like that. You know that song? You can take you, touch you, baby. That's, I like that. That whole video was about, even though I'm from Chicago, so I grew up with R. Kelly, we knew about old school, I already know. I don't mess with his personality, personal, whatever, but the music was fire.
I can't even mess
You
with
think
it.
it's not good music? I don't know this man.
Can't win this pedal. You sure can, girl. You sure can.
That is, I need it.
It's like multiple things for me. So,
Right? Like all the other songs.
because I have New Orleans bounce music that would give me, you know,
Okay, yeah.
I feel in and out, in and out. I guess, Foxy Lady, I love Jimi Hendrix. So Foxy Lady, the live, like, performance. I love it. And I love her. Oh yeah. I can say that very much. Those into line. It's kind of weird with those two sounds, but yeah.
That's a hard one. I haven't watched music videos in forever, but in middle school, I used to love watching like Sierra, Chris Brown, anything with choreography, because I love dance altogether. Basically, any of those, it's a vibe.
Okay, so next question, beyond the dance. And not just like, you know, not just like regular twerking and like, you know, whatever, like, you know how to dance.
I am a shy dancer, but yes, I used to have a dance scholarship and like all that stuff.
Okay, girl.
But yeah.
You guys can dance when you need one.
Yo, okay, music video.
I need your help for you. Glow, what about you?
I'm kind of stuck at this moment, but wait, what was the question?
Do you know how to dance?
Oh no! Well, I know how to dance, but I'll dance to myself. I'm a very shy person.
So that at home dancing by yourself.
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that is.
Yes, I'd rather dance to myself at home than literally be out in the club and shit.
Yeah.
As for me, I used to be out, you know, doing my little twerking thing. College was definitely a fun time, I would say. Even though I ain't got much, but you know, it's still cool. But I can dance. I used to be in gymnastics, so I would have to do like the whole floor routine, and that was my favorite part anyways. But I haven't been dancing a lot lately, so I'm out of practice. Except when I'm at home or when I'm drunk. if I'm any sort of lit, I don't even care. And I low key got rhythm. Like I can actually vibe, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or when I'm at home, when no one's around. So maybe it's a little anxiety or
Yeah,
shyness.
it's the privateness of like just being able to explore your own feelings by yourself and nobody looking at you. So you just think back and looking at you all the time, you'll be good. You'll be fine. You'll feel that same type of vibe. All right, ladies. So I enjoyed getting to know you guys a little bit. We definitely have to have you back so we can talk some more because I didn't get to ask you everything, but I enjoyed this time with you guys. So I want to get some vibes. Can y'all give us some vibes again? We want to hear your artistry. Um, so if you could give us a song really quick, and then we'll get Glow started on her art again, and then we'll go from there.
I had to make it click in my head because give me just 5 seconds.
Can we take a little break?
You know what I'm cooking? Huh?
Let's take a little break.
Yes, we should actually, because you're home.
get the pay back, sex right, back to the way back, chill. If it ain't pro, I say no, we don't play that. It's like a boss, street running, open on the sticky, sitting on the seat, it's hard,
That's that dick. That's that real shit. That's that jelly, baby. Champagne and cherry, baby. That's that dick. That's that ball drop. That's that keep going. That's that love side. That's that dick. That's that nana. That uchi la la. Yeah, that's that Fiji aqua. Candy broken yata. Hit it in the car and take you back to the casa. Yeah, I got you rock now. That dick all over the yacht now. That's that free nigga. That's that 1996. That's that Miami Vice. Real Metro, 808. That's that cash flow. That shit like national. She on the diet, girl. You better not lose that ass. That's that dick. That's that real shit. That's that jolly nigga. That's that really nigga. That's that dick. That's that ball drop. That's that keep going. That's that no stop. Baby, that's that dick. That's that dick.
I'm a 15 president, this is the five on the line challenge. I keep some millions with me in the fridge, you come see this cannibals. They like to get the whole bottle with the repeat. She took a look, hit me with the chill out. Then she said she can't 3D. I go in the jungle and they got a coat. I bet I come out with me. I bet I bet shit for the fam. Cause shit bigger than me. Color comes in my infinity lane. And then the fat in the recipe. I come on 10, cause that be my brother. We got the same role, he mentioned me. Nah, for real. Cash song, all these guns, phone, nigga, guns out the trunk, slide off the front, nigga, they don't need no fun, can't drop up in my stomach, if they play no runs, we gon' call my love, smoke my blood, take things out the trunk, nigga, I was outside there, something like that, got me that shit, nigga, let it run, just poppin', let Money they got to like five niggas. Don't touch it, like it, don't touch. Show when the G's the part, we get. Bitch, gon' turn on the top, keep turning. The way I pull up, I'ma pop it, and then niggas gon' stop, pull up. Go. Get this shit, give a couple of them, motherfucking five. Keep letting you run, now you know I do some shit on my nigga. Little nigga, I'm real with it, nigga. I'm sending it to you, we on it, Cameras, house, and bubble kush. Yeah, we can talk shit back the fuck. This and about such and such. Man, damn, where is the fucking truck? I'm tired of the looking high. I'm about to take the crew to college. Then take the female to the island. Then take her calls off and do the island. Yeah. Here with them other bitches, yeah. I told her mind on fucking business. She crying out your fucking niggas. I'm fucking her friend, not her friend ain't even fucking with her. Damn, she texts me all day and night. So pissed off, she ain't even spelling shit right. I text her back and tell her it's life. Now somebody tell her I'm single tonight. Yeah, I'm single. Nigga had to cancel that bitch like me. No, I ain't tripping on nothing. I'm sipping on something and my homeboy say he got a bad bitch for me and I'm single. Yeah, I'm single. And I'm single. Tonight I'm single. And I ain't tripping on nothing. I'm sipping on something and my homeboy say he got a bad bitch for me tonight. Dress ready to the bag. I'm chillin' with my swag on to the tag. And my girl nigga like to brag. So when she call, I don't answer, I just like it back.
see I Uncle B. Don't want to see that all this money cause it's free. Scamming in Miami by the beach. Sitting on your homies that ain't see. Boy, I heard you ready for a cheesecake. This is peace. Gotta keep a copy of my beats. You call the mommy on my teeth, baby. I keep putting 40s on the G. I keep getting coffee on my G. I don't like to talk, I'm a sweet baby. Like this is not another day. Sitting on the lean, but I ain't lazy. Coffee with the weed. I don't keep it up instead of me. Never want to die, what that is. Never mind, got Puerto Rico, tastes like Tampico. Down in Vita, she wake up, big fajita. Fuck up, sexy mama, see the pussy with my burrito. Got a bitch up, I'm gonna walk, got a bitch up, fuck good, fake ass, real hell, well hell, don't care, got shit, got weed, got brick, got shit, hey, got something, but it's also got a problem. I got hope, I got
Here's what they're taking, don't be mistaken. And as long as you're with, I'll be committed to it. I'll show you what I want. You give me what I need. Cause if you're wrong, I'll check it Tell me how I'm gonna feel. Tell me how. I need to see it
Thank you for staying on here. We're about to get started again. We're gonna have them showcase their artistry, so stay tuned.
Who's better? Who's in a better place? Take it in the back. You'll be in a better place. From all the time to the first one. And then I see like this. I know it. I look good. It's in the house. When I was really tough, I mean, 18 years old, I was tough. I'm not going front. 18. I was cold-blooded, and they all knew about each other. That's what was the fucked up.
Well, I mean, if y'all want some sister,
Except for the names of my girlfriend. She didn't know none of them. And when she found out, that's when I had to
it's from the
long
Ready? Ready? One minute.
Don't be afraid, baby. No, don't be afraid,
So we're gonna have some vibes right now. We're gonna have Lola give us a couple poems, and then we're gonna have Minister Dre give us a couple of vibes right after. So Lola, can you join us, please?
I'm gonna hold my phone just in case I forget. Okay. So the first poem is from the Sad Girls. It's called Uneasy Mind, and this is where I basically got the whole babby hours over savvy hours. So, Uneasy Mind. It's one of those sad girl days where I wish everything went my way. Forcing myself to remember I'll be okay and try not to keep my ego at bay. It's definitely sad girl hour, where I forget all of my power. My thoughts creep in, and I start to cower. I choke on every single tear and start to devour. Being a sad girl is tough. No one really sees how much it's rough. I'm constantly calling my own bluff, and it's not even the feeling of not being enough. Being a sad girl is so much work. I put on my mask so I don't always show my hurt. Trust me, I'm aware I could always have it worse, but you'll never understand when to be buried under dirt. I hope you never be in the sad girls club. How easy it is to give everything up. Seeing my opportunity to make my final jump. It's a constant battle of my mind being corrupt. That is Uneasy Mind.
When did you write that?
I wrote that a few months ago, actually. I was in Saturday hours, and I just wrote everything. And at first, I was so scared to post it on Instagram, but I was just like, F it, I'm sure we all have those hours.
Yes.
And yeah. So I would go back to that poem and be like, all right, yeah, you'll be okay.
And when did you write it? What year?
Last year, when I was living with my parents, because that's whenever I definitely faced a lot of my stuff.
Okay. So what is the poem that you give us?
So this is kind of a trigger warning. It is about sexual assault. This poem is basically my experience, with rape, and I don't think people really understand what it does to the person, how it follows them throughout life, and you just have to deal with it, basically. This topic is never easy to digest, and when you speak up, the men are quick to digress. You're hypersexual, so no one believes you, yet they never think of where it could stem from. My first encounter was someone far too close, and I thought it was normal since we were both exposed to porn, CDs, everything was at our disposal. But at 5 years old, I wasn't that vocal. Growing up, you don't realize who you're becoming because of the experience, so you brush it under the rug so you don't come off delirious. This next encounter is kind of a little doozy, so I'll use the title Grandpa really loosely. I've never felt uncomfortable in my entire life, and when I spoke up, my aunt made me think twice. I kept that in for so many years, until my guardian angel finally appeared. Thank you. I resented him till the day that he died, and I was the only one at his funeral that didn't feel the need to cry. Give me 1 second. This one's a hard one. Sorry, 1 second. Are you noticing the anger patterns and the baggage I'm about to make myself carry? Another thing my soul refuses to let me bury. This is part of us for the rest of our lives, yet we continue to lift our heads up without any spite. It trickles down onto other stuff stemming from our past, and I constantly question how long will this last. Anyway, on to the next. This one's here for the guys. You might think it's a flex. Funny thing about consent is what they thought it really meant. Inserting yourself in me while I'm passed out drunk. Having the craziest idea thinking I think it's fun. I always see these men as so pathetic. They had to go through all that just to get their dick wet. Adding unlocked kink to my list right there, I started to prey on weak men since they lack the balls to spare. Yes.
Oh, poet. Okay. So when did you write that?
I actually wrote this. I don't know if you guys seen that one movie on Netflix, Luckiest Girl Alive with Mila Kunis.
Maybe.
It's a great movie. So I was actually in the clouds when I seen that, and I didn't know it was a sexual assault movie because usually I cannot stomach or watch those whatsoever. And it was honestly about her telling her story, and her husband was kind of not supportive and just like, when are you going to get over this, blah, blah, blah. And I started meditating, and it just unlocked all these events, again, that I just tried to hide, starting from my close family member, and my grandpa, and my party era, and all that stuff. And I just cried it out. And once I wrote it, I let my sister read it. I actually read it on open mic for the first time back in October. And that was kind of awkward because I wasn't expecting to read it, but they needed a second poem. So I was like, okay, let me read it. And Yeah, it's something I'm now open to sharing.
That's great. That's a big part of healing. So that's amazing for you to have the guts and courage to actually go out there and put that out there for other people to use it as their healing mechanism as well. So shout out to you for sure. And that was amazing. So thank you so much. I appreciate you sharing that artistry with us. So we're gonna have you're gonna give us another vibe right quick. So what you gonna do with
Did you want me to help you out?
Let me get my voice right because I definitely got choked up by that. No, I apologize. Thank you for sharing that. I've experienced something similar, so I support it. And the fact that you are brave enough to even share that in front of, So, okay. That's loud enough. It's too loud. I'm gonna do, you know what? It might be easier to do one of those. Are those songs ready? Yes. Let's do Toxic first. No, it's a track. So I wrote this song about my toxic ex. When I was considering bringing her back into my life or not. I was going back and forth with my head. It was like an argument to myself.
Feel like I'm on a standstill. I don't know if I want you to be my man still. It's the back and the forth, the ups and the downs, on the hips to spinning on your damn wheel. It's the horror movie, no, it ain't a thrill. Sick of you and not to want to kill Bill. All that exciting and crying, I feel like I'm lying inside and I can't decide for the last one what's real. It's the wake up to make up for me. Relationship goes on TV, yeah. I ain't hurt you, don't see me, yeah. Impossible standards to me, yeah. I feel stuck around the time to find where I went wrong. It's a mindfuck, times up, I need to rise up. But you the wiser, wasted 6 years of my life for a nigga that was trifling. It's so damn toxic. Stop it. It's so damn toxic. I've been running away now. You got me tripping, falling face down. Damn it, forgot I look this way. How I lost my worth, I need a way out. Feeling like drinking Jamaica's, I'm in my feelings. But you can't get it, cause your Leo's too now. Call it interference, twisting up my words down, back to the beginning. I get your opinion, another 30 minutes, putting up defenses. Fuck over my secrets, the cycle just continues. Seem like maybe you determined not to get it. You can have it your way, I just want it in it. Yeah, cause it's so damn toxic, but I can't stop it. Yeah, oh, so damn toxic. Stop it. Yeah, it's so damn toxic. Stop it. Yeah. It's so damn toxic. You can stop it. Oh, it's so damn toxic. Stop it. But I can't stop it. I can't stop it. Oh, I can't stop it. Shit. My favorite. That's a real love song.
Wow, thank you.
Yeah. So when did you write that song?
When did I write that? Well, when you came back into my life a few months ago.
Oh, no, retrograde.
I know, that's why I'm in a predicament that I'm in right now. That's why I'm fucking.
You gotta leave them where you're at.
I can't stop it.
Yes, September.
Alright, this next song I'm gonna do was a song I wrote after another episode of just. I don't think I be going deep into depression all the time. Like sometimes it's deep, sometimes it's not. I'm gonna switch my mic because I feel like it's doing some stuff. Hold on. Okay. But yeah, I don't go too deep into the pressure, but I can feel it coming on. You know what I mean? Like when you're in tune with yourself, you kind of feel it coming on. So I wrote this song about my intuition, because my intuition always telling me, kind of like in that song, it's like, do better. Don't be with him. But I can't help it. It's like a fight in my head, like a hurt once, like a hurt once. So I'm stuck. But you got it? The fire. Damn. It's damn song. You know it? I'm gonna do it on the cappella again. Oh shoot. I can't forget about y'all peeps. Okay. But this how it goes. My intuition be telling me do better. Actually, I will do better. Hold on real quick.
Period. Vibes.
Yeah. Intuition be telling me do better. You don't, you cold, you need a sweater. Minimal 100% what it better be. Slacked off a little bit, they gotta have me. Oh no, I wasn't focused, it was so hopeless. Third out my clothes, it was a joke. Every day I watch news, had to take a smoke. My whole country got the blues America's. Oh, thanks. My intuition be telling me. My intuition be telling me. This song ain't got no chorus, but my intuition telling me. My intuition be telling me do better, AK. But I pay attention hella late. The devil be tempting me up and taking hella base. Know so much in college, they think I'm hella paid. Still, cause my eyes cheeking, don't need to be chill. Go to Chicago, no heat up in the crib. My mom called, she said go to sleep, and I swear you won't feel it. Oh, my intuition be telling me. My intuition be telling me. My intuition be telling me. Yeah. So that's that song.
Hey, yes, thank you.
Thank y'all.
Tell us about that song when you write it.
That song was pretty much just me talking everything out that's inside of me. Y'all know I be in my feelings. And sometimes you ever heard the phrase, when you know better, you do better? Well, sometimes I disagree with that, because sometimes you know better, but you still want to do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know it. With my ex, I know. I know, but I can't help that shit sometimes. So, you know, that's how I be. That's just being human.
And when did you write that?
Shit, I wrote that one years ago. That one. That's actually the one that I was gonna release. I'm still gonna release it. I would have released it earlier, but they was talking about some cover art, and I'm like, dang, I forgot about that part. So I gotta find the cover art that I want to use for it. It's in my phone somewhere. I just want to make it cute, you know. And then I'm gonna drop that mug ASAP before the end of this month. I'm telling y'all.
We need to, because we've been hearing that song for a minute now.
I know.
We need y'all to put it out so we can hear it in our car and jump out to it.
I wish y'all could hear it tonight, but whatever the hell with the
We
fire.
are. Because Coverage is hearing it tonight.
are exclusive.
Exclusive. You know, we love exclusives on Covers and Covers, so thank you. All right, so Lola, you're gonna give us another two?
This is gonna be a happy one.
Okay.
Yes. Do I have to say it for this? Okay, great. So this is whenever I started connecting with the universe, the moon, the sky.
I'm so sorry. Wait a second. I forgot I wanted to show some light to glow. So
Oh,
glow,
yeah.
can you show us where you're at? What's the process? Tell us about what you've done since you've been here with us. Oh, sorry. I took it. You got it.
Okay, well, I have really so just putting little details and touches and stuff on the face specifically. As I told y'all before, please remember, this is procrastination, like to the fullest. So with this, as I said before, it's painting of me awakening this on the wall. Realizing the alien in within myself, which can say like the light, the God in me, or whichever phrase you want. The greatness. The greatness. Of me. I love that actually. The greatness of me. So right now I'm just getting into detail with it. So if you want to keep watching, keep watching.
You love it already. And you don't have a name for it yet?
No, I don't actually have a name for it.
Hopefully we can inspire you something. And like, you know, something fun so you can name it like before you leave from here.
Oh yeah, I will name it. Before I leave from here, I will name it. I will.
All right. Well, thank you so much. And we love watching you paint, and it's coming out beautiful. So thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
All right, go ahead, take it away, Mama. I'm sorry.
Okay, so I have two, one about the sky, one about the moon, and then I have my other poem. But this one is called Zenith. My face lights up like a kid when I look at the sky. It greets me in the morning and kisses me goodbye. I feel its nurturing embrace when it touches my face. The beautiful textures throughout leaves me in a daze. I love the Toy Story clouds and even the gray ones that like to pout. It comforts me when I'm feeling blue, and it's always there when I need a boost. It speaks to me on so many levels. We're connected as one in my beautiful vessel. I'm so grateful to experience such celestial bliss. I'm telling you guys, it's a sight you don't want to miss.
Okay, girl. Yeah, nice. Okay, what is that compliment?
Okay, so the moon one.
Wait. That one was called what?
Zenith.
Zenith.
Yes.
One's right now.
It's a what?
That's the name of the game that I play on VR.
That's cool.
Where did you write that?
I actually wrote it last summer. I had a job that I would have to be at work at like 7 in the morning, so I would always see the sunrise, and
Yeah.
it was so beautiful, and it would literally make my day. Like I dislike my job strongly, but that was a good start to my day, and that would keep me going. On my lunch breaks, I would chill in my car, I look at the clouds, and just like always take pictures of them. And then by the time I got home, it was late, so I would see the sunset, and I was just like in love with the sky.
I love the sky, and I have definitely stood outside
Yes.
for more than an hour just staring. I'm not even lying to y'all. I'm pretty sure my neighbors thought I was crazy, but I did not care because it was so beautiful.
My parents thought I was crazy because I would just stand there and send pictures to people, and I would take pictures on Instagram. Yes.
Yeah, that's me.
And then let's see. Okay. My newest obsession has been the moon. I can sit here all night and be so goddamn swoon. I swear it has a face if you look a little closer. Don't worry, guys, I promise I'm sober. But its smile grows bigger as it goes through its phases. Kind of like us when we grow through our stages. It shines so bright despite all of the darkness. Every time I look up, it brings me peace and calmness. Another connection I'm grateful to have made. The stillness helps me become less afraid. The moon gently receives our soul's intentions. I'm loving this journey, experiencing different dimensions.
Yes, I love
Yes. I used to just sit outside and like be in the clouds. Whenever the full moon would come, I would have my journal, write my intentions, and like just talk to the moon.
Yeah.
And I didn't even care if it was weird or not. I'm just like, I'm talking to the moon.
I'm talking to part of me. I'm talking to myself.
Yes, but it has been a while since I actually connected with the sky and the moon. And I definitely feel disconnected right now from it, and I want to get back into that, but it would definitely make me so happy and just chill and like connect with the universe.
Okay, so much on my mind. Do you have one more first?
I do. So this one is called Valid Me. I wrote it, which is really funny. I wrote it when I was extremely insecure. I used to seek outside validation all the time before I really had a relationship with myself. And I decided to write a poem about just all the things I love about me, because I think I'm a dope person. And I tend to forget that from time to time. Yes. So let's see. Let's see. Okay. Valid me. I am me, whoever that may be, with no apology. I am me, healing from my traumas courageously. I am me, a boss-ass woman without a degree. I am me, who will always stay real and never pretend to be. I am me, full of love and generosity. I am me, talented, gifted, and rap subconsciously. I am me, the complete opposite of modesty. I am me, comfortable with my sexuality. I love to laugh and smoke some trees. I am me, my inner child would be so proud of me. Ooh, yes. I am me, to know my stories are a privilege I choose to share freely. I love me, who I used to be, who I can't yet see, and who I'm currently.
I love you so much right now. Oh my God. Yes. I wanted to remind you, but I wanted to hear the whole thing.
That was me just validating myself because I don't need the outside validation. And again, once I started building that relationship with myself, it's like I really don't give up what no one thinks about me at all.
Whatsoever. I love that. I cannot wait, really. I can't wait for you to perform that somewhere else. I'm so serious. I want to be there. That's big. I want to talk to you about some other stuff right after this. Like two things right from what you said right now. So awesome. Thank you so much for the vibes. All right, baby. So what you got for us?
Because these are just going to be on guitar, but I wanted to tell you that that poem, that's my favorite poem right now. Like, every young lady and every young man needs to hear that because there's too much outside validation. Now it's like, oh my God, social media. So yes, that was amazing. Thank you for writing that. Can y'all still hear this? Is that too? Okay. I wrote this when I fell in love with my. No, I'm just kidding. This is a cover to Paris. That's.
I'm being bummed.
You don't know, baby, when you hold me and kiss me slowly, it's the sweetest thing. Yeah. And it don't change. 'Cause you got me When I had it my way, you would know that you are. You're the coffee that I need every morning. You're the sunshine in the rain when it's pouring. Won't you give it all to me? Give it all. I just wanna see. I just wanna see how beautiful you are. You know that I see it. I know you're a star. When you go out, follow, no matter how far. Life is a movie, then you're the best part. Oh, you're the best part. Oh, best part. Should I do one more?
Yes, please.
Okay. I think the mic. Can we turn the mic up a little? Is it possible to turn it up a little or no? Probably. Okay. Turn it up a little. Let me see. Okay. I don't know if I can play this one. Okay, but can we go a little bit more? Zang, hey, y'all gotta be quiet. Bella, are you on? Yes. Okay, so I don't know if I can play that one. So here's what I'm gonna do instead. It's just because I haven't been practicing, y'all. I'm gonna be honest with you. But what I'm gonna do instead is a song I did write it about my ass. And it's a cover. I know everybody goes to some point. But this song is the cover mixed with an original at the end, if I can get it right. Ain't no sunshine when he's gone. It's not warm when you're away. Ain't no sunshine when you go. You always gone too long. Anytime you go away, But fuck that, he ain't know how to act. So that got strapped, I grabbed my bags and ran it back to what I know. I ain't these hoes, I will not go, but you can go, baby. Just go, baby. Just go, baby. Just go, baby. Just go. I've been chillin' all alone, just minding my own damn business. Hey. So, why I gotta do it? I was drama in my life all the time. I don't wanna have to do that no more. No. Hey, if you're not happy, then there's just one thing you should know. Oh, you can go. You call it heartless, I call it honest. No need to front this feeling anymore. You can go. You gon' need a bad guy, and that's your perspective. You know it's reflected in what's mine all the time. Lately we've been arguing more than we've been happy, and it seems to be happening all the time. All the time. Look, Your pistol finger aiming at me, you stay attacking. I tell you how it feels, you act like it never happened. But we never happy, we never happy, we never happy. But leaving you was harder than leaving out a casket. I wish you made it easier, you see the dope grab it. I'm sick of yelling at your ass, I'm asthmatic. My happily ever after's feeling hella tragic. I wanna feel the magic, but we keep spazzing. Why I gotta deal with all this drama in my life all the time? No more, no. If you're not happy, there's just one thing you should know. You can go.
Yes, thank you.
No, don't know if y'all heard that correct. But yeah,
Thank you for that. Sorry, I realized that this wasn't pointing at you. It was pointed at her, but it's okay because they were still listening to you. Got a little background noise. Take care of that. All right, that was complete vibes. I had to get a little bit dance to a little bit. I saw you was amping me up because I was fucking up. I was amping up. Nice, you was vibes. Okay, so I think Flo is done. Flo, are you done? Because you gave me that. I'm done. Lauren, are you?
It looks so good.
It looks super fine.
I'm pretty much done. If I do add in the details, y'all see. Y'all will see.
No, that looks super dope. We appreciate you letting us watch you do this because it's amazing and you're an amazing artist, of course. So thank you so much for sharing your artistry with us today and letting us experience you know, doing your thing because we don't always get to see that. So I love that you guys come on here and are able to just, you know, explore that your vibe with us and let the artists influence you however they did. So thank you so much for that. So do you name it? The pressure.
Ooh, I thought of the alien. Okay.
Alienated.
Ooh, that's a good one.
You inspiring. That should be over here.
Keep coming back and back and back.
My DJ. Okay. Go DJ. That's what DJ. Okay, girl. Yes. Okay, so me? What you think? What you thinking? Even if it's not the final one, we just want the vibe of what you thinking.
The alien in me?
I'm feeling the alien in me. Oh, I love it. I love it.
Yeah, I'm feeling it. I don't know. I'll go back and forth. If I feel like something else, like I'll jump back and forth to it. Like it didn't tap into my art.
Do you ever name it twice? I name things twice.
Yeah, never thought of that.
Yeah, like it'll be like the path, another version.
Yeah.
So like you know, like it's like a movie a little bit. So yeah, okay, I feel that. I like the alien. That's life. So if you do anything else, please do another version. Keep the alien.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I will. I think the alien. It's more so the face. It's what I'm feeling for details on there. But hey, you never know. I'm feeling the lashes.
Yeah.
The lashes.
Okay, so I haven't done this, but I'm gonna sit. Okay, so here. So I'm like this. The eyes are open, but they're closed. But this is open, but these are closed.
Yeah.
So it's like you're like vibing mentally, but then you're like watching it, but then you're not watching it, but then like you are.
Yeah. It's like meditation. Yes.
Like, and then it's like how you're still out there vibing in the world.
This is literally.
Or it could be someone on you.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
That's like my first friendship ever. That is not here with me, but that is a big pain, and it's always me. It's always something that's me working on.
So, how how would you say you differentiate the ones that are on shrooms and the ones that are not? Because I've been playing on shrooms. Actually, never done shrooms. No, but I want to because I want to fame with it. But so like I want to know what's your experience, like what's the difference?
My experience, I'm in a whole other world. I could say that much. I'm in a whole other world. I'm here, but I'm not here. Like, yeah. Where
Yeah,
it's,
but we're experiencing it differently than you.
yeah. It's like, I'm not here, but I'm here. I'm not here. It's like, that's the only possible way I can explain it when it comes to my paintings. Of course, yes, like, I'm not an urban artist. I wouldn't put myself into that. I'm more so abstract. I'm not get into it. I can really say when it comes to from off the shrooms, you can tell it's a whole other world. Because there's like so much. Yes. Spiritually, there's this makes sense, but then this doesn't make sense, but then there's some connection. That's pretty much you can tell it's a shroom painting. But I only have one painting though. And that's for like, it's not for sale. It's in the house.
It's yours.
Oh yes.
Okay, so there was this like quote that I read like a long time ago that said like no matter what, the art still belongs to you. So like you can buy it, right? Like you can have like I have one of Lisa's paintings, and but it's mine. I bought it, but it's still hers. She will walk into my house and be like, "That's mine." For the rest of her life, that's yours. So like you being able to experience it and just kind of like have it out there, but have it there. I love that you kept it for yourself because I definitely have some that I'm like, nah, these aren't for sale.
Yup, my paintings are my babies. Like,
okay, it just came to my mind. What happened when you sold your first painting? How'd you feel?
Oh my God, like, my mother was there, and shout out to Vibes Texas actually for putting me on, because our life like started from there, the Black Dollar event with Creative Self Die things, and for Mecca. And when I tell you, like, when I first, it was like my painting that I gave her a lollipop, actually. And it was saying, I would roll out of space, something like that. And when I tell you, I was so sad when she bought it. I was sad. Not to be that way, but I was sad because I didn't want it to go.
Okay, but how sad? Because I'm about to tell you how sad I was.
Where it was like, okay, you can have the money, and I could just like, I could just have it, like hold on to this thing. And then, of course, like there's some paintings that actually I've just given away. Like there's some I've just given away. Like I have certain attachments to paintings that
okay, you guys, so I could go with my first painting that I sold. I cried for a week. And I'm not even lying to y'all. And then I told her no.
What was the painting?
I told her no. I told her she couldn't have it. I was like, sorry, I just can't let go. It's this one painting. It was the one that is like it's on a wood canvas, right? And it has pink and it has this neon green on it, and I drew on it. So there's like this little box in the middle, and it's like kind of like a collage, like of different things, like a whole bunch of. You could flip it and you'll find a whole bunch of different things. So like every time you flip it any kind of way, you'll find a new thing. It's kind of like those things that you like have to find little objects and stuff. That's how you kind of got to look at my art overall. All of it, you switch it around, you see different things. Like hers right here, it's one face, another face, another face, another face, another face. She pointed that out to me. Yeah. Yeah. So that's kind of like it's something, another thing, right? So it's kind of like that. So like you can find a whole bunch of different things. So that painting is so meaningful to me because I was like really depressed and I was like going through it, and every little thing on there means something to me. So she was just like, oh, because she said like send me everything that you have that's on sale so I could pick it because she's in Miami. And I was like, okay. Girl, oh my God, I was so sad when she picked it. I was like, okay, that's such and such amount. And she's like, all right, I'll send it to you. And I was like, oh my God, no, I don't want it. Never mind. I literally instantly started crying. And I was like, oh no, this is not the one to sell. I don't want to sell this one. But that made me learn a lot of different things. It made me learn to let go, and I still have to learn to let go before it's finished. Have you done that?
Yes. With some paintings, let's say like I have a root chakra painting, I had to let go. I was learning how to let go and release actually anything, just anger.
No. I mean, like when somebody thinks they're like, I want it right now. And they don't want you to continue. They don't want you to finish it what you thought. They want it as it is. Has somebody ever come up to you like, I want it right now. Don't do nothing else.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I necessarily like I would ask them what's something you like what is that you like so much like makes you do something. Stop everything you do, stop the whole process. I really want to know. I actually want to know because it's like a whole other world.
Yeah.
It's a whole other world when I look at it. It's hard to explain to me. I'm sorry.
Can you do that though? Can you sell it to them unfinished for you?
Yeah.
Really?
If they like it, if they like it, they love it.
Hey, it's done to them, right?
Yeah.
Okay. As long as it's done to them.
It's like
That's
certain
okay.
paintings. Certain paintings I will not. No. If it's a custom, no, I'm not doing it.
And you can plan it out, right? Like
Yeah.
I can do it. Like let's say like if you guys write out a whole song or whatever, and then you like start recording, and then your producer's like, nah, you're good. That's good. That's fire.
Like I wanted to do like more takes, and then my producer was like, "No, that sounds really good. You're just being overly critical." And I'm like, "No." You see the vision? Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like I want this kind of inflection on my voice, and I can do it. I just didn't do it at that time. He's like, "No, you're just doing it," and I'm like,
I know you, right?
But yeah. But then also being a perfectionist is like my stuff don't ever seem finished to me. Like I always listen to my stuff and I'm like, dang, that would sound better if I put this in there, or and I mean times. With my intuition that I'm about to drop, the reason it took me so long is partially because I was like, I just want to tweak it one more little part, and they like, it's done. Like they are literally like, click that shit out. I'm not touching it no more. Like,
Okay, I definitely agree, and I think that sometimes we just need to listen, right? Like sometimes we just do need to listen. But you could always remix it, so don't ever think that you can't, right? Like, yes. So, and I think I mentioned that last show, right? Where you could remix that shit every single year, right? But it's yours. It's a new version of you. It's a new version of that song that you did, that you wrote, but from a new perspective. So, no matter what, it don't matter. If it's finished or not, you'll finish it when you finish it.
here's the song. The one that I'm gonna put out is actually a remix of the original that I made. But they made a new video, and I'm like, dang, that's kind of cool. So yeah.
Awesome. Okay, well, you guys, thank you so much for joining us today. I really appreciate you guys all being here with us today, letting us share your artistry, and you guys watching us and listening to us. So we will be here again Wednesdays at Ann's Food Health and Food Markets, right? Did we say that? And Iconic Eatery and Ashley Marshall. Make sure you guys tune in with us, and make sure you follow these beautiful ladies. So can you please really quick give us your handle?
Adrian Tripp on Instagram, ADREANNE Tripp, TRIPP.
And then Lola.forever with the number 4. So Lola.forever on Instagram.
And Instagram and TikTok, VR.art with 2 T's.
Awesome, thank you guys. And I'm Azul Bella, that's BELLA, 3 underscores AZUL on Instagram. And Colors and Covers is colors.and.covers. Make sure you follow us and you tune in and you follow these and show some love. We'll see you next time.
Cheerios!
Good job, guys. Yeah, say bye to the this one. Really quick, they're gonna send Hey!
Hello. Follow Lola.forever on Instagram. And then on TikTok, it's
The Leah Shit Show.
Hey y'all make sure y'all follow me at weare.art with 2 T's. That's below, right here, from We Are, creator only. Y'all make sure y'all tap out with y'all spiritual work. And make sure y'all come in with some custom art too. Love y'all, peace.
Y'all know I gotta be extra with it.
Alright, my name is Adrian Tripp. Follow me on Instagram at Adrian Tripp. ADREANNE Tripp with 2 P's.
Thank you guys so much for joining us today. We will be back. We will see you next time. Please make sure you follow them and tune in to the next Post and Covers. Peace.